Go.
Okay. Hey, y'all. Kind of chilly here in North Texas this morning. We got a little problem with our utility trailer. We broke a leaf spring on it, and we're going to do some major changes to the utility trailer. It just can't handle the weight that we've been putting on it. And one of the things we talked about when we were getting ready to do the change is we've never done a walk around on this, so we've never showed you around the trailer. So let's go ahead and take a trip and have a look at the trailer. One of the main things you got to have is water. So we got our water can here. We've mounted our compressor right here. It's mounted permanent to the trailer. I can't get enough of this today. All right, let me set that down. Okay, coming over here, typically what we do, back up a little bit. There you go. Normally what we do when we pull up on a job is we got to have power first thing. So this is usually the first thing to come out. And we got our power cord mounted here, and we can plug in to our job site source of power, or if it doesn't have power, say we're building new fence out in, somewhere, we've got our welder here where we can plug in, have this for our source of power. Now, a lot of times, some jobs we got to have air. Then again, we just wheel it out. And this makes such a difference. Being able to wheel out 300 feet of air hose, and a lot of jobs you end up, parking is a real issue in the remodel business, where you're left out front of a house and what you're working on is way in the back. So it's important to have plenty of air hose that can get to what you're working on. And then again, let's go back to this cord. You need good heavy cord if you have to go very far. So we've got this 12 gauge cord, and these are a real pain to roll up by hand. A lot of people, they'll roll them over their shoulder, and that's okay if you do it right, if you can make a small enough loop. And that's really hard for a lot of people to make that small loop. So this has worked out best for us. I'll explain this a little bit later. We got lights that we can put on the trailer. If we need a table saw, unrolling a table saw can be a real pain. Dragging it out of a trailer can be a real pain. It's nice to have it portable. But what we've come up with is this little jewel right here, where we can just bring our table saw out, and we're rolling, man. We can do anything we need with our table saw. This is a fairly new table saw. We're real happy with it. It's the DeWalt table saw. We really like the fence on this thing. It just works really good. It's real accurate, and we're just really happy with this table saw so far. Putting it away is real easy. It slides in, goes up, there, latch it up, again, latch it up, and you're off and rolling. Okay. We got our welder right here. This is a small welder. It's almost as old as I am. It does the job. We're looking to replace this welder and upgrade a little bit. You notice there's chains on all our leads. You'll notice there's chains on our extension cords. When you're outside and exposed like this and have to leave this stuff out overnight, unfortunately, there are people who believe they need this stuff worse than you, and stuff tends to disappear. So that's the idea behind all the chains and all the locks. So this is our extension cord storage. We keep them chained up, and that's one of the disadvantages to having everything exposed. They disappear. We had extension cords disappear, what, about 6 months ago. And, you know, it was well over $100 to replace, you know, 4 extension cords. Dadgum extension cords are expensive for quality cords, and you got to have a quality cord. So, if we need quick saws and that sort of thing, we come right here. Now we're chop saw ready. Real handy this way. Because of the size of the trailer, this saw had to be mounted this way, which oftentimes is a disadvantage for us because if we have long stuff, it has to go across the back of the trailer. It can be a bit of a hassle. So when we remodel on the new trailer, we're going to turn this saw the other way so it's running parallel with the trailer, and we can get our long stuff in and out without so much hassle. Coming around the back of the trailer, we got our ladder racks here. One of the things I want to point out about the ladder racks is this frame is an old scaffold. When you're operating on a budget, you use what you got. This is one of my dad's old scaffolds, and it worked out really good. You know, it's been really good. We keep all our ladders up here. They're locked up too. We have lost a lot of real estate back here in the back. We don't have room for a lot of material back here. We just got a few hand tools and that sort of stuff, and that's about all we have because of the restraints on our space. As you can see, this is my oxygen and acetylene bottles. They go right there. You got to keep your gauges locked up or they'll disappear. So we built this cabinet. They could steal that, I guess, but it'd be a real pain. But we can keep our gauges locked up in here. Torch hangs right here. And then we have access to that. All we got to do is turn the bottles on, and we'll come around and pull our hose off this hose reel. Give her a minute to walk around to this side. We got our hose reel right here. We keep them covered up just to keep them from oxidizing so bad. Again, there we go. And then we're ready to roll. We got our quick couples on our torch leads and ready to roll with that. This is all our tool storage here. We just keep accumulating and accumulating tools. Again, when you're outside exposed, you can't really pigeonhole anything. And the biggest drawback to this is come in here and look inside. It never fails. Whenever you need something, what you need is on the bottom of this box. Okay, there's a planer down in there, and there's screw guns and grinders and drill drivers, and it never fails. Whatever you need is going to be on the bottom, and it's a real pain to get to stuff on the bottom. Got our other box over here with most of our pneumatic tools are in this box. Air nailers, staplers, and T-nailers, and all that sort of stuff is in there. We got our lights all the way around this cabinet. Again, lots of locks. Lots of locks are a real pain, but they're have to. This carries a lot of our clamps. Usually have a few more welding rods in here. We got a cutting shield, helmet, set of leathers, come-alongs, bigger hammers, bigger crescent wrenches, pipe wrenches, you know, that sort of stuff. Little pieces of chain for lifting and pulling. you know, when you park at night and you know you're going to get some bad weather, you don't want this stuff sitting out in the weather. So you come in here. This is also good, really good in the sun. If you're out building a fence or something, you can have a little bit of shade. Come on around here, bud. So now we have a little bit of shade to work under, and you know, in North Texas, about July and August, the sun can get pretty rough. So there you have it. The truck has most of our consumables, nails, screws, and that sort of stuff. And so this is usually attached to the truck. So there you have it. And unfortunately, this little deal's going to go away. It just can't handle the weight. We put a new axle in back in July after it burned up, and now come around here and I'll show you what's happened. Excuse me just a second, I'm going to have to pull this off of here so I can show you what's happened to our trailer. And we broke the leaf spring. Can you see that? Get under here. There you go, there's a broken leaf spring. And it's just bouncing on there. Here's the other piece of it. It's come loose. And this ain't just rubbing against these new tires. Well, they're not brand new, but they're new enough that they cost a lot of money. So, we're just going to make the switch. We're going to go over here to this trailer. It's loaded down with firewood right now, but we're fixing to take care of that. Kayla's going to take care of that. Get that unloaded for us. As soon as Jake gets here, we're going to go look at another job. But this is Dad's old trailer, and we're going to modify it. We're going to move everything over there. We're going to enclose it. And yeah, this is going to be the new work trailer. So, folks, that's the old trailer. Say goodbye to B73 Construction's old trailer. And we'll let you know when we get the new one built. And you know, some of the things I didn't, there's my high lift right there. It's bolted up. There's usually a T-square mounted right there. You know, they're just surprise after surprise on this trailer. It's been a 5-year project to get it to this point. So we'll keep you posted and let you know how the new one looks. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.